Hey there, this is Jamie Champion, developer of the Vibrancy Path. Today I'm going to be talking to you about developing your power of mindfulness and how you can strengthen this internal spiritual energy that's allowing you to be present, not only to yourself, but to everything, to everyone. So this is a gift that you give yourself every time you are present, every time you're building this internal spiritual muscle that lets you understand that it's really, really important that you're here on the planet at this time. So what happens in life if we're not developing this spiritual muscle, this muscle that helps keep us present? Well, first of all, we feel fractured inside. We can feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically just fractured. It's kind of like an internal earthquake isn't holding us together. So every one of these powers, and this one especially, is so critical for your internal sanity, for being a human being. Human in that word hue means divine. And this silver gold energy that we talk about today, this mindfulness energy, resonates to the back of your head at this silver gold spot, is helping you tap in to being mindful, mindful of being on the planet, being in a physical body, being mindful of the journey that you have on this planet. You know, this is the part of you that kind of sees the play that's unfolding in your life every single moment and is fully present to the people in your life, to what's going on in your life, to the path of your life. So we're going to strengthen your power of mindfulness in 4 simple stages. So the first stage, we're going to be holding that silver gold spot on the top back of the head, and I want you to repeat this affirmation 3 times. I am important. Let's do that 3 times. I am important. I am important. I am important. Let's do a clearing. You know, what happens if you don't feel you're important? Well, nothing good happens. You know, this is kind of the beginning of depression. It's the beginning of a feeling of disconnect. It's this scatteredness that happens when you don't feel that what you're doing is important or what you um, are up to in life is important. So feeling that importance is the beginning of this appreciation for life, this appreciation for breath, for relationships, for the sun, for the appreciation of anything that's going on in life starts with valuing your importance. So let's hold that same spot and sing I am important 3 times. I am important. I am important. I am important. Clearing. All right, so in this process, you are literally strengthening this muscle that allows you to be present to yourself and others. So let's do the second affirmation, and it's just that. It's I am present to myself and others 3 times. I am present to myself and others. I am present to myself and others. I am present to myself and others. Clearing. You know, when you see people at a restaurant these days and they're looking at their texts and they're in a relationship over here, but they're never looking that person in the eye. There's this sort of like, I'm having a relationship with this little, square box. And that's a disconnect. That's a disconnect for valuing this relationship. I'm not valuing myself and my time. I'm not valuing this person over here that I'm communing with, because communion is a very much this mindfulness quality, this ability to say, I think it's valuable and important to look you in the eye and have a relationship with you, because that window of the soul is those eyes. So let's go ahead and hold that spot and let's sing I am present to myself and others. I am present to myself and others. 2 more. I am present to myself and others. I am present to myself and others. Clear? So it's possible for you to learn how to strengthen your presence, how to strengthen this ability to get rid of the fractured disconnect and learn to develop a oneness, a connection, a presence. So let's go ahead and do our third affirmation, holding the same spot. And it's, I see the divine in myself and others. 3 times. I see the divine in myself and others. I see the divine in myself and others. I see the divine in myself and others. Clear? What are we clearing? We're clearing all the times I don't see my own divinity. I don't see your divinity. Because if I'm not seeing the spirit and the beauty inside you, then I'm seeing all the stuff that's on the surface, all the scattered wounds of life. The skin is always sloughing off, but underneath the skin is a beautiful soul. So we're always going to slough off nastiness or stress and tension. It's going to come off us. We're washing it away. But underneath it all, at the core of every one of us, is this divine nature. That's what the word namaste is all about. It's like, okay, I see that beauty and divinity inside you, and I see it inside myself. So let's sing that affirmation. I see the divine in myself and others. I see the divine in myself and others. One more. I see the divine in myself and others. Clear? So clear the stress of all the times you didn't see that divineness in who you are and in another person that you meet. All right, the last one. Hold the same spot, and we are going to speak this affirmation. I evolve by serving humanity. I evolve by serving humanity. I evolve by serving humanity. Let's clear. So you evolve as a soul by learning how to be selfless, learning how to be of service without being asked, without having somebody twist your arm. It's you're serving because you love, because you see the value, you see the importance, you see the divinity, you see that connection of that soul, and you want to be of service. This is kind of the fundamental part of our internal nature, is to want to develop this selfless service mindset. So let's hold that same spot and sing, I evolve by serving humanity. I evolve by serving humanity. One more. I evolve by serving humanity. So I evolve as a soul, I evolve as a human being, I evolve as a person who's developing spiritual maturity in life. So if you're wanting to develop your spiritual maturity and not be reactive and not be nasty and not be spiteful, this silver gold muscle, this power inside you needs to be strengthened. And with any of these powers in the vibrancy world, they're when they're not strengthened, there's going to be serious consequences. This color does control the health of our eyesight and how we see the beauty of life. So if you want to strengthen your mindfulness and your ability to see that beauty and that divinity in yourself and others, this is the power that you want to strengthen. We do that simply by doing these exercises and taking this little silver gold mindfulness essence. I usually take about 7 drops. Once you've done that, your cells are going, oh, I remember my connection. I remember before I came into this body, and I'm going to commune with that spirit when I leave this body. So if you want to strengthen your power of mindfulness while you're here, this is your opportunity. Have a great day. Until next time, this is Jamie Champion, developer of the Vibrancy Path. Namaste.